The Missionary Chronicles, Part 1. I've had a fair share of paranormal experiences and decided to unload more of them on this subreddit. I've come to believe the source of why I went through these experiences is due to my religious upbringing and what they got me involved in. I do not believe in this faith anymore, but I was raised in the LDS Church. Sorry to the defenders of the faith, but I don't care to debate about it. I served as an LDS missionary from 2014 to 2016 in Arizona and New Mexico, and it was the craziest 2 years of my life. Prior to 2014, I did not believe in the paranormal, but this quickly changed. Simple ordinances the LDS Church makes you do before you are a missionary are remixed Masonic rituals, signs, and tokens. However, after your first time through, you do these same rituals for the dead. This includes prayer circles, chants, altars, graven images, and ceremonies done between mirrors facing each other or on either wall. Occult lore says this opens a portal. While these activities are spun in a way with sunshine and rainbows, at the heart they are occult practices, divinations, and necromancy. I believe this invited a lot of paranormal entities into my life. Many others in my mission field experienced the same. Many of my experiences occurred when I was stationed in Picture Rocks, Arizona, a small town named after the large number of ancient petroglyphs all around the area. Those serving there were housed in this old and creepy single-wide manufactured home on the back end of a dirt lot. I remember first stepping into this manufactured home the day I got transferred there and feeling this dark and awful feeling. I made a comment to the guy I was assigned with, companion in missionary lingo, about how weird it feels, and he responded, "Ah, I was wondering if you were going to notice." My companion unloads on me within the first hour of knowing each other the things that go on in this manufactured home and in the town. First, he tells me we go back home when it gets dark if we do not have an appointment. Bad things happen to missionaries there who wander around after sunset. Second, don't agitate the entity who dwells in the manufactured home. The place we lived at had a poltergeist and was notorious among other missionaries. Sometimes it was active, and sometimes it wasn't for months. However, I was being transferred here during an upswing in activity. Within the first week, I would get hit with the smells of sulfur in random pockets. Feelings of unease would come and go. Then my stuff started to go missing, only to reappear in strange places. In the morning, I would be unable to find my planner and my pen, leaving me to go without it throughout the day. Coming back home, I would find my planner and pen on my pillow on my bed. I know it wasn't my companion doing this because we were always within sight of each other all throughout the day. Additionally, similar things happened to him. That wasn't me taking his things. Doors would open and close on their own. Sitting in the cramped living room space studying in the morning, I watched the spring-loaded screen door through the window slowly open wide with the handle depressed, and then furiously slam shut like someone kicked it. Another time, I got up early before the sun was up to take a shower for an early appointment. My companion was still asleep. After I get ready in the bathroom, I open the bathroom door only to find myself looking outside. The back door directly across the narrow hallway from the bathroom was wide open with the chain lock dangling. I get a horrible feeling of dread over me and walk into the bedroom to find my companion still asleep. Then, the activity started to get more aggressive. When we went to sleep at night, we closed the bedroom door, locked it, and then had a 25-pound weight propped up against the door due to past experiences of other missionaries who served there. However, this entity didn't need to open the door to come in. We settled into our beds, situated on either side of the bedroom, and turned off the light. Not even 5 minutes lying in the darkness, we began to hear heavy footsteps coming from the living room on the other end of the single wide. The footsteps came down the narrow hallway to the other side of our bedroom door, and then straight into the room, stopping in between our beds. And then silence. I'm frozen in fear, imagining some horrible thing standing between us. My companion in one fast lunge turns on the light, revealing nothing there in the room but us. We both stayed up for a couple of hours, talking, trying to shake off the fear of what just occurred. Another night, I'm lying in bed awake in the darkness thinking about events earlier in the day while my companion is asleep. My leg is bent with my knee poking over the edge of the bed. As I lay there, I suddenly feel the now all too familiar dread coming over me. Suddenly, a long-fingered hand lands on my knee, clasping hard on my kneecap. A surge of fright hits me, and I'm most certainly awake, and I yank my leg away, feeling resistance as the hand lets go. I turn on the light in wide-eyed fear, only to find an empty room with my companion still sound asleep. Events include seeing brief shadow figures lurking around in the dark around the trailer from time to time. We'd wake up to hearing on the window or under the floor in the middle of the night. I even found myself waking up violently to the curtain rod being torn out of the wall and dropped on top of me in bed. The curtain rod screws had pieces of the wall stuck on them from being pulled out of the wall, leaving holes. Our mission president never fully believed us with the paranormal activity here, and we don't have the decision-making ability on where to live in that area. We just had to deal with it. We often felt like we had a dark cloud hanging over our heads, affecting our mood, being around negative energy. These events were just within the manufactured home we lived at. We had a variety of bizarre experiences around the town of Picture Rocks itself.